Kimberly Wetzel, and welcome to my studio. This is my story. So I'm from Bismarck, North Dakota. I grew up there with my two sisters, my mom and my dad. It's a small town 6 hours west of here. Grew up in a Christian home. Both my parents are Christians and they raised me in the church. Their faith has been a big part of my life. I went to a private school from first grade until I graduated high school, so I was sort of always surrounded by that Christian community growing up, which I'm super grateful for, but also it was somewhat of a bubble a little bit. My faith was not really my own for a while growing up, and I moved to Minneapolis when I was 18 to go to the Minneapolis College of Art and Design to study painting. I love art. Art has been a huge part of my life since I was just little. Very little. I would set up like still lifes of my stuffed animals and paint them. I have one of Goofy. My favorite stuffed animal is Goofy. So yeah, art has been just a big passion of mine since forever. And so I came here to study painting, and going from my like high school Christian friend group and everything to coming here and going to MCAD and having maybe like 5 people I knew in the entire school that were Christians was like quite the change for me. So I got to see a lot, experience a lot, and I was challenged a lot in those 4 years, and it was great. I learned a lot about myself and about the Lord, and I definitely feel like art is what the Lord is calling me to do in my life. Art is a great avenue for me, I found, to just enter into conversation with people that create these things. A lot of times art's super personal, or at least like is about something that someone really cares about, and so having that opportunity to talk to someone about their art and maybe learn something about them that you wouldn't necessarily know if they didn't create that thing. And even if it's just like how they're feeling at that time, like you're getting to talk to them about something that's important. So that's shown me like a lot of great things, learning a lot of things about people that I would never know. Being a part of the art community is just my favorite thing. I love the people that I meet, and the Lord keeps opening up doors to continue in art. And since I graduated, I got this studio, which was like just amazing because it was like almost right after graduation, and I was like worrying about where I was gonna paint and all that. And the guy who owns the studio is also a Christian, which is like just the coolest thing, that I can have that connection with another Christian and being encouraged by him also, and just like continuing to do art and just continuing making. And that's what I'm gonna keep pushing for. When I was a sophomore in college, I didn't really have a church my first year of moving here. I just sort of like went to various places. I lived close to Uptown, so I found the location online. I think I was like Googling like churches in Uptown or whatever. And Corner came up. I was like, this is really cool. I've never heard of a church in a coffee shop. I love coffee. I checked it out, and I just like fell in love with just the discussion aspect of it. I'm very like, my attention spans like does not go well with like a long service, like just listening, period of listening. I wanted to talk and I wanted to engage, and it came in like a really great time in my life that I really needed that community. Like specifically then, I had just gone through being part of a toxic relationship, and it was just like a lot of moving. I didn't know a lot of people. I didn't have like a big family here. It came at a time that I really needed it, and so I got to see it coming in and like being part of that launch team, and grew really close to everyone. So it's been really important for me to have that groundwork and that like those people that help me to stay on track and feed into my life in a positive way. One of my challenges in my faith right now is continuing to make sure that I'm paying attention to the Lord's plan and the purpose and the calling that He's given me to be an artist, and to continue to like strive to put myself in maybe challenging situations that will provide opportunity, but maybe like a little bit uncomfortable, and being willing to be a little bit like scared of what maybe the Lord is planning, but like knowing that He's there, and it's something it's gonna be good, and it's gonna be a good thing even if it's hard or challenging. And right now, like I'm trying to just pursue like a career in the arts, and meeting more people and networking, and feeling like sometimes I'm just like making something that's just going into this abyss of art. Like maybe not feeling like it means something right now, but it's really important. And even if it's just like a conversation I'm having, knowing that the Lord is continuing to work in those small moments. And I create because it gives me a way to process things that I'm going through, and it gives me a way to connect to people that I feel like is very open. I feel like I've always struggled with communicating through words. Like I'm not the great at explaining myself, and it's a very big frustration for me to feel like I'm being misunderstood. Having a way to be slow with what I'm thinking about, because painting is such a slow process, and be able to like take my time to understand how I'm feeling and create something through that process is what really makes me love art so much, because I get that space, like mental space, and to experience those things fully and to like really process them and think about them, and then also getting to share that with someone. Just love the openness of that and the process of it. We share stories at Corner to build connection with one another and empathy and understanding, and so that's why I wanted to share a little bit about myself, a little bit about my world. So I invite you to also share your story so we can connect and learn more about each other. Enunciation. Okay.